A while back, I began building my centerboard hoist mechanism. The centerboard hoist is the mechanism used to raise the centerboard on a sailboat. This boat, in particular, has a lifting keel style centerboard made of bronze and weighing 1,000 pounds, so our hoist needed to be pretty strong. I want to take you back to the original hoist that was in the boat when I got it. At the time of purchase, this hoist was leaking water and needed to be fixed, and is actually the primary reason for hauling my boat out. The design that was currently implemented had been modified from the original Hinckley design, and both looked and functioned poorly. It was interesting, however, to discover that the hoist being used was a portable bomb hoist from World War II. When building my hoist, I wanted to use a winch with a worm drive mechanism. This would be crucial as a worm drive can only be driven one way, allowing me more control of the centerboard while both raising and lowering it. Once I had a plan in place, I started by mocking up a prototype using regular steel as opposed to the more expensive 316 stainless counterpart that I would be using in our final design. I first created the metal plate that would be used as the mounting bracket for the winch, then added the tube. I also tested the mechanism to make sure it was able to lift the 1,000-pound load with no problem. I opted to swap the steel cable out for high-strength Dyneema line with a polyester sheath. This would be stronger and more water resistant than the steel cable. Here's what that looks like without the pull to the hoist mechanism encapsulating it. And finally, our centerboard hoist prototype was done and functioning properly. It was time to get our stainless steel materials, contact welders, and get the actual hoist fabricated and welded to the boat. What's up, Vanda crew? We're sailing around the world in a Hinckley Bermuda 40, so you're gonna want to be subscribed. I ordered a 316 stainless steel plate from McMaster Car for $70 to be used for the winch mounting plate for the centerboard hoist, and purchased a 316 stainless steel Schedule 80 pipe from a local metal surplus store called Metal Supermarkets for $680. Very expensive for what it is, but on a boat, having the right materials is necessary. I gave the 316 stainless steel Schedule 80 pipe a quick grinding and polishing before drawing up a schematic for our welder. It was finally time to get everything built, installed, and finish this project that's been a massive hurdle in getting this boat seaworthy. So here is our centerboard hoist mounting plate for the winch mounting plate. Our welder is getting this fabricated here on his CNC machine. He sent me this video. It's pretty cool. And this is it after being welded to our 316 stainless Schedule 80 pipe. So this is basically the finished project, what we'll be welding into the boat here. The weld looks great. And yep, this is the full product. It's about 7 feet tall. So here the welder's prepping the area, and he's getting ready to, we're going to slide this thing down, and then he's going to start welding it to the boat. So get ready to enjoy a pretty sweet welding montage. And man, the boat looks so much nicer than it did when I was creating the prototype for this thing. Gosh, the boat has completely changed. Everything's all painted now, yeah. So we need this to be waterproof. So what he's going to end up doing is welding this quite a few times. He does his first weld after cleaning everything up, gets it nice and tight, secured in there. He's going to clean up his weld. Once he cleans up the weld, then he's going to weld it a few more times just to make sure that it's watertight. We don't have a way to pressure test this, unfortunately, so I really hope that this is watertight. I think it will be. The welds came out great. You'll see at the end of the video. He did quite a few layers, so I'm sure it'll be watertight. If it leaks, it's going to be the smallest leak. But this thing is really strong. It's really well put together. 316 stainless. It's not going to corrode. It's going to last forever. It can lift the centerboard. It's perfect. I also, the part with the nuts and bolts, I tried to record it. I did this long before the welding process, back before the boat was even painted. But I re-tapped all the screws, or I re-tapped all the holes for the bolts. And then I secured that platform with 5200 to the centerboard trunk right there, and got new bolts and everything, and I secured it all with 5200. Normally I wouldn't use 5200. I honestly don't recommend using 5200, but this is supposed to be a permanent fixture on the boat. This should never be taken off. You can service the cable and everything without taking this stuff off. If you have to take this stuff off, you have bigger problems. So I used 5200 to create the sealed barrier. It should last forever. It should seal it forever. I got it on both sides of that plate and the trunk before bolting it all down. And so he's now welding the pipe and the hoist mechanism that I made to that piece that I fastened to the centerboard trunk. But yeah, here is the completed product. We've got all those welds. I mean, this stuff is looking watertight. It's going to stay shiny forever because it's 316 stainless. It looks great. I'm so happy to have this done. This was a huge hurdle in getting the boat seaworthy and back in the water. So before this, the boat was not seaworthy because it was leaking. But this is all done, and the boat's just looking so much better. Huge change from what it looked like at the beginning of the video versus to what it looks like now. So crazy. But thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I've got a lot more coming out. I'm sorry if I haven't been uploading a lot. I've been super busy with the boat. We're getting really close. The stage I'm at now, I've got an interior. We're installing everything. So I've got a lot of footage for you guys. I'm going to try to be pumping out a bunch of videos here soon. We've got the deck being painted, the floor being installed, the mast being completed, rigging installed, halyards done, mast hardware done, getting teak trim pieces varnished, installing hatches and everything, painting the hull. The hull has been painted. The boat looks like a whole new boat. The deck has been painted. It looks great. I can't wait to show it all to you guys and talk to you guys about sailing. Also, check out my website, vandacrew.com. I've got some shirts on there. I've got some new shirts that I made. They're going to be $15, and I'll be having those on my website here soon. Hopefully, they're up there by the time you see this video. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Until next time.